Hi everyone, welcome back to FSElite's coverage of FlightSimExpo 2026. I'm Martin, I'm here with Dan from FlightCodeX, here to learn a little bit more about what they've got going on at their booth and what flight simmers might stand to get from FlightCodeX. Take it away, Dan.
Yeah, so FlightCodeX is a no-code scenario builder for X-Plane. Allows you to drag and drop, create flows, control any part of the simulator you want. And this year we're demonstrating with the Red Bull Air Race, we call it the Skyrift Racing Series, and we've partnered with FlySurely to provide in-cockpit commentary and feedback to the pilots, and also develop our show rolls. So all the content here is built from the show at the event and what everyone's done in the sim so far.
Awesome. And so there's a number of tools already out in the market for scenario generation, scenario building. What do you do that sets you apart?
As much control as possible and easy as possible for users to work with. So, you basically node-based. You set a node; it's a specific type of action, and it triggers from one to the next, and they can create any kind of scenario they want. It's not canned in any way that limits the user's imagination.
So, what led to the inspiration to design and build FlightCodeX?
I built a simulator back in 2016 that the company wanted to do over 500 different scenarios to train to, and there was no tool at the time for it. And so, over the years, I've just been developing this out, and then eventually just came to a point where it's like, I should put it to market.
Yeah. What was the biggest challenge for you during the development process?
Getting hooked in with X-Plane right.
Yeah.
So, because I'm doing things with the sim that's not normal for a plugin to do, there was just some challenges with timing and everything to get it so dynamic and be able to load and unload all the stuff at runtime.
So is FlightCodeX geared primarily towards enthusiasts, or do you see an application for it in the professional market?
I aim a little more towards the flight training, to help with students and flight schools to be able to build out curriculum and have consistent curriculum to teach their students to. It does have a nice feature set also for enthusiasts as well, who want to be able to just have their sims set up. When they sit down, they can just start a scenario and their sim's configured. We have camera controls to be able to build content off of it, so a streamer could use it to fly a situation and then film it afterwards with new camera controls and really polish out some content.
So what's that been like trying to go professional? Are you pursuing certification as part of some of the other fixed-based builders? Can you tell us a little bit more about how involved that is? Because it seems like a pretty big gap from the enthusiast market.
Yeah, it's getting in with sim builders who are building AATDs or BATDs and stuff like that, so that they can show it off to their clients and their schools. And it's just been a process of getting the content together that's up to a quality that works for training.
Got it. And what's something that you think someone should know who hasn't been by the booth or hasn't been able to see all of this in action?
It makes flying fun. It gives you something you can build up and have a reason to go flying. So you can control all kinds of fun stuff, add objects. One of the demo scenarios that we have that comes with it with our demo is tic-tac-toe. So you fly through these big giant gates and it marks X's or O's and it will tell you, who won or who didn't win.
Awesome. And what's the process like to get started? Is it super easy to install? Is there a complex user interface? What's that like?
Go to our website, you download the installer, it installs into X-Plane, keeps it all nice local to itself in the plugin folder, and it's a really try to keep it as simple as interface as possible. There's very, very little in X-Plane. You got a little menu to select which scenario you're loading, and then there's the studio that allows you to do all the node setups.
So you've been around the community for a number of years. How have you seen it evolve over time, and especially how have you seen X-Plane evolve over time?
Becoming more user-friendly, getting more features that allow to open up this kind of control over a simulator, that kind of real fine-grained control. Fine-grained control.
What are you most excited about in the next year?
Ooh, I don't know. A lot.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. Just looking forward to more users, getting their hands on it, playing with it, and seeing what they make with it. I've had a couple of users build like canyon runs, stole competition stuff, and then seeing the users also putting it to good use for like downwind approaches and ACS standard trainings and everything like that. It's just been really cool seeing people's imaginations come to life.
Awesome. Well, Dan, thank you so much for your time. It was great to learn a little bit more about Flight Code X, and super cool to see the air races going on here. Appreciate it, and looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with over the next couple of years.
Well, thank you.
Cheers.